Hey, what's up guys? This is Ode Sohal here with SoFit and welcome to Roots episode 2. Now, for this episode, I'm deciding to change it up a little bit, and instead of doing subtitles like I did in Roots episode 1, I'm going to do a voiceover to kind of explain my process going through the entire workout. And if you haven't seen Roots episode 1, I'll include it in the description box below, but that's also a full body workout using different movements in comparison to what I'm going to be doing today. So to start off, I'm starting off the same way I did with the first workout, 15 minutes of cardio training. You'll see that I'm running in both videos. Running is just something that I enjoy and I like for my form of cardio training. I feel like it's a good way to warm up, get the blood pumping, and just kind of get in the mindset of the workout that you're about to get into, as well as just give yourself a challenge in terms of cardio training. So with that being said, I'm going to jump into the first movement. The first movement is 3 sets of 6 to 8 inner grip pull-ups. The rep range is kind of dependent also on the individual and how much they're comfortable with the pull-up. So you can kind of feel that out and how much you would like to do. I superset this with 3 sets of 12 of just neutral stance push-ups. And the reason why I kind of choose doing inner grip pull-ups and supersetting them with push-ups, you'll see, is like I like to build a strong foundation, or I like to when I was initially building my muscle. So I would start off with a bicep movement and superset it with a tricep movement. And both those movements would be done through these 2 exercises, which I believe when you're first starting to work out, you should be very comfortable with, because they're essentially what we would call compound movements and would build up the foundation for other more complicated movements that you see often other people doing in the gym. So that's the first set per se. And then the second is 3 sets of 6 to 8 rep range of wide grip pull-ups, which are extremely important for back development as far as the lats go. As you're going to see, I superset these again with 3 sets of 12 of push-ups, mostly because in one you're working the bicep, even though it's mostly a back movement, you're working the bicep, while in this you're working the tricep as well as the chest. So opposing muscle groups there. Now moving on to the next movement. This is 3 sets of 12 of Arnold press. And essentially what you're doing is you're doing a pushing movement forward while rotating your shoulder inside, so you're getting kind of like a mini superset that ends up being taxing on the shoulders and giving it an overall good pump and workout when executing this movement. That being said, we're going to move on to the fourth movement, which is a incline bench. Now, what you'll notice is, in comparison to Roots episode 1, I did bench press, and when I was doing this series, I was very focused on including compound movements because that's what I focused on, and I feel like as a new gym goer, you should be focused on as well, because you'll often see there's so many equipment at the gym, and really what it comes down to is being strong at these compound movements and working your muscles in different ways so that you build that strong mind-muscle connection and you become more familiar with lifting heavier weights in the gym. So this was obviously like 3 sets of 12 to 9, 6 with increasing weights by 5. The next movement is 3 sets of 12, 9, 6 of wide grip lat pull down. Or not wide grip, neutral grip. And with this grip, I'm focused on working as much of the lats as possible, as well as getting some bicep and minimalistic forearm movement. Now this is by far my favorite exercise in the gym, just because of the contraction you feel in your back, as well as the benefits you'll reap from this specific exercise. I think the biggest mistake people make when doing this is they don't bring the bar all the way down. When you're doing this specific movement, you want to make sure that the bar touches your chest and you're not stopping anywhere higher than that. Like I guess, your face or whatnot. You want to make sure it's touching your chest. Then the final movement is just a leg movement. You'll see as far as building initial base of muscle, I'm not highly involved with leg movements. So in the first routes, I worked on the quads and hamstrings, while right here you're just seeing I'm just doing a seated calf raise to work the calves because I didn't work that in the first. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed Roots episode 2, and thank you.